I want to know your list because your list is for sure got to be different. Yeah. Okay.
What if I told you?
I mean, you don't have to cry because our lists are the same.
I was making it dramatic.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to another Kumu Live, baby! Today, we have a very, very, very fun show planned. As always, we stream on Kumu every Thursday at 9 p.m. PST. If you're watching these on YouTube when we post them later, make sure to stop by live on Kumu and be part of the fun, be part of the action.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody in the chat
Hello.
who joined early. How's everybody feeling today? What up, Moses?
Woo, what up, Cypher Lim?
What
First
up,
time seeing
Rexy?
the live.
What up, Island Vibes 808? Man. Yeah, today we have a fun show planned. We're going to be talking best anime manga antagonists. Okay? There is a reason that we wanted to do it this way. And the reason is we just thought it'd be more fun. We just thought it'd be more fun to do antagonists and then next week do protagonists. Everybody does protagonists first.
First. No, we're getting to the nitty-gritty first. We're getting to the real bad boys and girls.
Oh, yeah, the bad boys and girls, huh?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Where'd you find them bad boys at? It's funny, too, because I have 3 on my list. And me and Mehgan haven't shared our lists with each other.
No, I have like 3 that I know probably I want to show or say.
Okay.
But then I have some honorable mentions. And it is hard with antagonists, too, because sometimes you don't know it's the antagonist.
Yeah, I do want to say
hidden.
that, too. You know, there are a couple honorable mentions that, you know, some I might not even get the chance to mention at all because of spoilers. Obviously, there's one specifically that I cannot talk about for the reasons of spoiling a pretty what I think to be cool and fun reveal.
I know.
But
I know.
I was so nervous even, trying to compile this list. I was nervous about you compiling your list. I was afraid that you were going to come across some spoilers. You're right. There are a lot of times that I think I wanted to ask you that too. Like when you did compile your list, you didn't get anything spoiled, did you? You did. I can tell by your face.
No, I didn't.
Well, I want to ask you before we start, and again, these are our lists. These are
our opinions.
Our opinions. These are people and characters that because I have my own things that I look for in an antagonist, and I wanted to ask you, Mehgan, what are some things that you look for, just generally speaking? Like, what was your experience compiling this list, and what do you look for? Like, what makes a good antagonist? And there is a difference, obviously, between antagonist and villain. But
for sure.
Yeah, kind of, walk us through your thought process.
I like an antagonist that you are able to clearly see, I guess, like, their human nature, I guess. Because I feel like a lot of bad people exist. And it might just be because they want to be bad, but that's not necessarily what I look for in an antagonist. I look for someone who's a product of their society or their personal journey.
Dang.
I guess.
Rexy pulled up in a car again. Just stunting on people now. I would do that too. I'd pop right back in.
Pop out, pop in, pop
vroom,
out.
Vroom.
Yeah. Skirt.
Yeah, skirt. I think, for me, I think what makes a good antagonist, and go off in the chat, too, a lot of people are saying society. Yes, we do live in one, and are reminded of it daily, constantly, never ending. But for me, I think what makes a good antagonist is someone who makes me question my own morals, okay? Someone who makes me, question whether their goal is really that bad. You know that you're a little on the edge when there's a villain in a story, and you're sitting at home quietly thinking to yourself, maybe you're watching it with other people, maybe not, but if you're watching it with other people secretly, you're like, is that bad?
I mean, that's how I kind of felt during like Infinity War.
Well, I mean, you see, and that's the thing too.
It was bad, but I was like, damn.
Yeah, I always go to Ozymandias a lot of the time, Watchmen, Alan Moore's Watchmen, because when I read that story for the first time, I couldn't help but think like, I mean, it's to put it in a more, not great way. It is, cracking a few eggs to make an omelet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it's not necessarily the antagonist's goal, but it's how they choose to achieve that goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have somebody who, you can have a hero and a villain who want the same thing.
Yeah.
In the case of at least one person on my list, what they want is not necessarily like bad. It's just how they're going about it that is bad, that makes them bad. Okay. Let's ask the chat. Oh, we got Pastor Lucci. Pastor Lucci. Hello, Pastor Lucci. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. It is an honor and it is a blessing to have you.
People are saying the stream's laggy.
The stream is a little laggy. I mean, we're doing everything we can. We were having some internet issues right before.
It.
So stick with us and hopefully
it gets better.
Yeah, hopefully everything will get a little bit better. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will get a little bit better. But let us know again in about, a couple minutes, 2 minutes. Let us know if it hasn't fixed itself, and then we'll go in on the back end and we'll try to figure something out. Yeah, so I'm assuming that we're going to have a lot of crossover on our list as well. I assume that we're going to have, let me see. Someone said that they can hear everything that we're saying though.
It's just
so that's
laggy.
Good. It's just laggy.
Yeah, I think we might have some like honorable mentions.
Real quick, Mehgan, too, is the Wi-Fi on your phone on?
Yes.
Just go ahead and shut that off. Okay, we're gonna run on cellular data over here on the phones. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that works. For the longest time,
David Ramirez says yes. Internet is the antagonist.
Internet is number 2 on my list. Actually, society is number 3. And
my mom is number 1.
Yeah. So I don't know if that works. I don't know if turning off Wi-Fi on other devices helps at all. But I was one of those people that thought running air in your car used gas.
Actually, it just got a little bit better.
I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? It might be too many devices on one router.
I hope so. Slightly better.
Wow.
Okay, why don't you turn off your Wi-Fi?
I did. Yeah. Megan's number 3 on my list.
Take that back.
I'm sorry. You're an honorable mention. Just kidding.
I'm more of a villain.
Someone said still chugging, though.
Dang it. Arvin 3D Authority said, hello, guys. Just want to say that you're both precious, loved, and important. Jesus loves you. Thank you.
Well, I just want to say that I go to the Church of Pastor Lucci.
Oh, yeah.
I know I know Lucci's love and the Lord's love through Pastor Lucci.
Well, now we know your router was once in a puddle of water. Yeah, well, let's not put that out to everyone that a router was or was not in a puddle of, you say, water. Sure.
What else could it be besides water? What do you think it was?
Everyone knows you.
What the heck does that mean?
It means that you park outside of a parking lot on your lunch break.
Okay.
Anyway, that
we're not bringing that over to Kumu. I don't know how many people on Kumu know that story.
Anyway, I'm just saying. There might be a stand user jamming your internet. Puddle of Josh's fluids. I meant pee, by the way. But anyway, I'm really excited to hear your list. If you do have those honorable mentions, I do see a couple. I'm gonna show you briefly. If I think it's a spoiler, I'll just show you, and then maybe we can try to figure out a way to not make it spoilery.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do think that at least one of mine will be considered a spoiler, but I feel like it's pretty safe to say that a lot of people are aware of, you know.
I hope so. You should show me before you tell everyone,
No, for
because
sure.
I might,
for sure.
I might disagree
And
with
we'll give
that.
a spoiler warning too, just in case. That is why I kind of wanted to rearrange my list, not because I think that somebody deserves to be above the other, in my humble opinion, but just because I was thinking of maybe saving the more spoilery one for last. But I think we're gonna have a lot of overlap. Do you want to start, Megan?
Well, you're covering weak antagonists too. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll start. This is probably one of my favorites, just because when I first watched the anime, I really not connected to this. Let me take that back. I really was shocked
really connected, huh?
at the reveal and backstory of this character. And when I said it, it's kind of like what their situation is. A good villain that has to kind of do the wrong thing to get ahead in life. And I thought this was a good example of that. Isabella. Oh.
What? What'd you say? You said the name?
Yeah, but
what?
Oh,
you think it's a spoiler?
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Okay, you know what? Okay. Never mind. I have another one. Okay.
No. Say it. Look, guys, let us know in the chat. Pastor Lucci said nice. And you need to ask Pastor Lucci for forgiveness. But let's just, before you list the...
I didn't say it could be anyone. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be any Isabella. Okay.
Okay, you say it again. Okay.
Wait, this is how we have to do this. There are going to be spoilers. Next time you reveal the person, then just mention the series and mention that it might be a potential spoiler for that series, and then move forward. So this is going to be a potential spoiler or spoiler for... I feel like also too, like, that is something that is revealed within the first chapter, at the end of the first chapter or second chapter of The Promised Neverland. An episode, yeah. See, people are saying, LOL, it's in the first chapter and episode. It's okay. Yeah,
I know. It was a big reveal. It was a huge reveal. When I first watched it, I was like shook because I had no idea that this was like a thing at all. But anyway, I'll just talk about her a little bit. I was genuinely like scared of this character too. She, you didn't know what she was thinking. Of course, there was like higher ups, but you didn't know to what degree she was kind of like in the like inner workings, I guess. So she just seemed like kind of like the top until the end, when they give that whole backstory about her character and what she did that's all I'll say, what she did to get to the spot that she was. That was like super interesting to me, and that she chose that path. She didn't have to, but she did.
Yeah.
To save herself. I mean, it was kind of, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just say it right now. Isabella is number 3 on my list as well. Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to have some crossover. What I really like about Isabella is a lot of what you're saying too. I like in a antagonist, and let us know in the chat what you like in an antagonist too. Yeah. I like somebody who is doing, in the case of Isabella, she is doing again what she thinks is right, and is she? I mean, the answer to some people is yes, she is evil, but shockingly, surprisingly, the answer to some people is she's doing what she has to do to survive.
Or she's doing what she's doing what she has to do to survive, but also, like, at the time, she might have thought this was the best route to go until she is in it, and then, the reveal of another character being someone that is closely involved. I don't want to give too much away, but you know what I'm talking about if you've watched it. That was a huge reveal too that I don't want to get spoiled. And oh gosh, I just loved her character so much.
Yeah,
and
I remember us talking about it in an episode. I think when we did a Promised Neverland volume review, and there was a little bit of a debate that was happening about whether she was evil or not. The argument being, and again, this is spoilers for The Promised Neverland. We want to be able to talk about it, and it's spoilers for the first couple volumes of The Promised Neverland. It's not, anything. It's not anything if you're watching the anime. It's not anything after season 1 because in the case of The Promised Neverland, there is only one season. There, unfortunately, it was a great, it was received very well, but they never made a second season. And that's that's shocking to a lot of people just because of how well the first season did, but they never made a second one. And that is it blows me away that a second one doesn't exist. But
yeah, I think Alexander Arts commented, if you watch the second season, it kind of takes away, from her character. And I would have to agree it does.
Yeah, well, that's not canon. They made that stuff up. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to the anime. The manga is a far superior story. But so anyway, spoilers for the first season, and not giving too much away. But for me, Isabella, I think, on one hand, she is doing what she has to do to survive. Now, I made the argument in that episode that, in The Promised Neverland, she is, some could say, giving these children, without the facility that they're at, without the home that they're in, they would be in freaking cages or, test tubes or who knows what. They'd be plugged up like Neo from the Matrix somewhere in a pile of their own goo.
Yeah, she's giving them unconditional love, what they think. And also being put in that area and they, their siblings also love each other too. So it is it is hard.
For me, my argument in that was, this is what I think makes a good antagonist, what makes a good quote unquote villain, is the ones that you create and can have this dialogue around and about. Because I think Isabella was just making freaking, prime meats,
She's top.
That's what I'm saying. Was she maybe she was doing both. Maybe she was giving these kids love, and maybe she was making them, feel the best that they could feel in that short amount of time that they were alive, and maybe she was, creating a quality product at the same time. But I think she was just, concerned about that veal she was making, because veal, comfortable life, better for the meat.
It's true. So they're free roaming for sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I mean, I do have to throw on the list too, because of course the iconic panel, Mehgan as a cannibal. This is great, Alexander Arts. Thank you. And the stream is still chugging. Hopefully it does. Again, I'm so sorry. Hopefully it does, fix itself in a little bit. But Alexander Arts said, as a cannibal yourself, do you feel like Isabella was portrayed in a fair light? And Mehgan, that question is again for you.
Isabella didn't actually eat the kids, so that's one. And second of all,
good point.
I don't like the demons. They're bad news bears. But no, I'm not gonna talk about season 2. And Rexy, no, I'm not a cannibal. Okay, it's an ongoing joke that has gotten way too blown out of proportion oh, my stomach.
It's because she hasn't eaten flesh in a while. Just talking about it makes her stomach gurgle. He's like, it's an ongoing joke.
Oh God. Oh shooty.
I like Isabella because of that iconic panel too. I mean, nothing will strike the fear in you more than that panel of her just sort of leaning over, looking at Emma with just the shading, the look on her face, that blank sort of look on her face.
I hate that. When I first saw that in the anime, I was like chills down my spine.
I mean, reading it was an intense experience.
Because she could tell that she's lying. Or she's trying to find any sort of weakness or it's just so crazy because I don't want to give anything away, but she is just such a great character. I really felt for her at the end of the season, which if you had told me, in episode 1, I would have been like, no way. But she's just such a well-written character and antagonist, and the great antagonist is like you kind of see their vision for what they're doing. They're not completely evil. And yeah, she's great. One of my tops for sure.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you guys a very serious question right now. Okay. And you let me know.
Spoiler.
No. Sound off in the chat. This is a technical issue question that I'm gonna ask you guys. Okay. If the stream, since the stream is continuing to chug a little bit, would you rather us chug along despite the lag?
Choo-choo.
Or would you like us to step away for max 10 minutes, restart everything, and see if that fixes the problem? Because I want this to be an equally enjoyable experience for everybody watching. There's nothing. I mean, for me personally, I just kind of hate that, watching somebody and then there's like you don't even probably know if I'm doing this or if it's the lag.
Yeah, I'm kind of like looking right now, and it's kind of the lag.
Yeah.
We're getting a chug along from
people.
Gold. Vermilion said restart.
Ooh.
David said I already got used to it. Nat said restart. Okay, restart's okay. Mo said chug along. It's not that bad. Alexander R said I would say if you're recording a clean version, it's not as big of a deal. Chainsaw Ray say restart, but love the stream. Monkey D. Levy said could go either way. It's not unbearable.
Okay. All right. We're getting 50-50 on it.
We got more chug along than we did restart.
Okay. All right. Let's chug along.
Anyone else?
Let's chug along.
Toss a coin.
So yeah, I mean,
Should I toss a coin?
While we toss a coin, I mean, I guess you're right. We did get more chug alongs. But this is the beauty of live shows.
The church says chug, Pastor Lucci said.
And you gotta listen to Pastor Lucci. That's heads right there. That's heads or tails, whatever you want it to be.
We're all vibing. Okay. Let's not toss a coin then.
Okay, so I'm gonna look down at the chat, but I'm not gonna worry about the lag. Thank you guys.
Thank you for staying and bearing with us.
Yes,
hopefully
and we are.
This won't happen again. I don't know if it's the heat.
It might be the heat. We've been recording episodes all day long, and like I said, we did have some internet issues a little bit earlier. But we recorded some banger eppies, I think. So that's the good news.
So I'm looking at Josh's list.
And she can see that it's the exact same list.
It's not the exact same list.
And who said you can look at my freaking list, dude?
I did look over. Hi, Ni-Chang. Hello.
Ni-Chang said hello, hello.
Thank you,
hello.
Hello. Yeah, those are two. Those are two that you cannot say. And don't argue.
We had people in the freaking chat already talking about the second person that's on my list. We had people in the chat already saying, already going.
Alexander R says, I noticed Josh and Mehgan both are wearing Hunter.
Yeah.
We didn't even coordinate this.
I wore my Hisoka because we were talking about antagonists. And you just coincidentally wore this Hunter shirt, which I don't think you wear enough. This is a fire shirt. And I think it needs to be worn more.
Antagonist right here.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Phantom Troop, number 2.
Yeah, the entire Phantom Troop.
David Ramirez said, woof.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's people in the chat that are...
Okay, I mean...
What are we going to do a list? What are we going to do of an antagonist list and go, well, number 2, cannot say... Are we going to end up having to say... Are we going to end up having to say the most basic...
No, I know. That was a good reveal too. What do you guys think? Based off of what I just said, we can talk about it.
Of course we can talk about it. Of course.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. What are we going to go? Best anime antagonist ever, Frieza. Because everybody knows Frieza or Pain or Orochimaru or, you know what I'm saying?
Frieza from Dragon Ball?
Yeah, Frieza from Dragon Ball, Mehgan.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Oh my God. But yes, Rexy, of course, got to give a spoiler warning just in case.
Yes.
Just in case. But Isabella does take number 3 on my list, and I believe she takes number 3 on yours. Right?
Yes.
Because we're going 3-1.
Yes.
Yeah, and also let us, Vermilion said Frieza is a cornball, dude. Frieza came back in one of the movies looking like a freaking Laker, dude, and that was crazy, dude. Purple and yellow. I mean, I watched that movie in theaters. And,
when it first came out?
Yeah, when it first. Oh yeah, when it first came out in the States. Yeah.
Yeah, what year?
This was a new movie, Megan. Don't try to trap me in this freaking old.
I'm not. I'm just
Josh's old
asking.
Nobody asks that. Nobody
What
asks
year
like,
movies
what,
came out?
What year did you go to see? What year
Oh
did you
my
go to see it?
god! Why is that such a crazy? I ask what year movies come out all the time.
You didn't ask.
You're getting insecure
Okay.
and you're putting your frustrations out like a real villain.
Okay. All right. Someone said Max Chug. Max Chug. Okay, guys, we gotta do a restart. But Isabella, number 3, and we're gonna do a restart. We'll be right back. Okay. Hello. We're back. There's probably still a little bit of a lag, but we're back. We're gonna keep chugging along. We tried to, reset everything. We are recording, so we'll have it smooth and ironed out by next week. But at least we'll have the clean recorded version to post on YouTube later. But welcome back and thanks for just being here. Hopefully it's not as bad. My computer was making some crazy sounds. Like it was making some crazy sounds.
So hopefully we can
I took the air to it. I was like,
oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You froze it too, actually.
Yeah, I was like freaking Aokiji in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Freezing. I was like, we gotta freeze these fans.
You're like Frozone.
It just gets so.
You're like, where is my internet connection?
Yeah. Yeah, we're back, firing on all cylinders. Yeah, it's a little bit of a lag, but we're gonna push on.
We're gonna go on. So Josh, why don't you hit us with your? Oh, we got Rexy coming into the stream. Hi, Rexy.
Rexy coming back again. Everybody coming back again. Moses says, "Let's go again."
Thank you guys. Hopefully it's like bearable. We'll try to do our best, but Josh, let's move on to the next one here.
All right, we've already established. Thank you, Megan. That's enough. Thank you. I'm just kidding. We've already established, Megan. I'm sorry.
Wow, coming in hot.
Yeah. It's hot. Okay, and my computer's overheating, and I'm
Hi,
overheating.
Adelian B coming in on that. Okay.
Okay. So, my number 2. Obviously, this is going to be another spoilery character, and it's going to give away plot details from. Drum roll, please. Do I have a drum roll sound effect? I sure do. From Chainsaw Man. So if you do not want Chainsaw Man spoiled for you, then this might be something you might want
to click.
Yeah, you might want to mute your microphone.
Oh yeah. Mute
your microphone. Mute your audio. Yeah. I mean, maybe you're talking
Plug
to a
your
microphone
ears,
too.
Cover your eyes.
So
about to get spoilery.
We gave you a fair warning. This is someone that I think everybody kind of in our chat and in our community is very aware of and knew was going to be on our list. Had to be on our list. But I don't think that this is somebody that is just on the list because, for that reason alone. This is truly an antagonist that has been a standout amongst other antagonists for a long time. It's hard to write a good antagonist, a good villain character, and Makima is it for me. And I heard someone else say in the chat that they like their antagonist with a dump truck. You get.
You said that in the chat?
Yeah, I said that in the chat. I wouldn't just make that up right now.
Did you comment it on yourself?
I said it.
He commented
no,
himself.
there was someone in the chat said it. But yeah, I mean, Makima for me, manipulative, controlling.
Oh.
And again, someone whose intentions, I think, to her are valid. And it's so crazy. Megan, I have more, but before we go like really deep into Makima, why is she on your list? What do you like about her? Because for me too, I like an antagonist who comes on the page and you don't know right away. For me, I got I'm not saying I always can call it. Matter of fact, oftentimes I can't and don't, but something about Makima, the moment she came on page, I was like, something ain't right. Something ain't right with this woman. Something ain't right with this lady. And she ain't good.
Yeah, I felt the exact same way. Reading it, she kind of like you said, she commands the page and before you even know what's kind of happening and what the situation is, she does seem like she is able to pull all these strings and have these people do her bidding or her do it herself. I mean, that's a great antagonist, is someone who has this power and, you know, kind of tells people what to do and how to do it, but also can do it herself.
Mm-hmm.
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 So, I mean, that is in her nature, controlling and all that good stuff. But I didn't know necessarily the reveal until it got revealed. But it was like so kind of vague that you kind of just forget about it a little bit, and you kind of just think, oh, maybe she's just like that. But
No, for me, something was cold and calculated about this lady. She, yes, okay, we get it. All right. She fine, she bad. All right, we get it. But
she's more than that.
oh no, for sure, yeah. For me, I mean, it was the lack of emotion that she had when she came on to the scene. When she was there, she just did seem so composed, and she did seem eerily and oddly detached from everything. And credit to Fujimoto, not only his writing but his art. She felt like she was lying. Like she felt like she was like performing. I guess, you know, a performance is maybe a form of lying, but I guess I would liken it more to like lying. Like this woman felt like she was lying to everybody. And, you know, it was just that something was slightly off about her that made her so terrifying. And then again, you know, for her motives to be revealed and for it to be this thing of her trying to connect with human beings.
Yeah, the whole movie theater scene with her was just like so calculated.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about her. That's the thing that I like about her. You know, she, in her own twisted way, is trying to connect with beings that she thinks are far less superior than she is. I mean, you know, she calls people dogs, but again, a lot of the higher ups call people dogs, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, this is Makima. We don't know much about her like childhood, right? Like we weren't really given much about Makima's past. I think that we can infer a lot about her. But yeah, for me, there is something about a cold, calculating, manipulative. You know, she freaking gaslights you. She freaking mistreats you. She's trying to get everybody wrapped around her finger. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say, I'm familiar. Okay, I'm familiar.
I was like, a classic, my ex.
Yeah.
Okay.
My ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a regular girl boss, says Moses.
Hey, she's trying to get that bread, and
but what it
I'll
is
leave
too,
it at that.
what it is too is that like just the fact that she takes advantage of the way she takes advantage of Denji. Now,
a literal minor.
Well, I mean, you know, she's a villain, okay? And that's another conversation too that, you know, I'm interested to have with you guys in the chat, and I really want you guys to sound off.
The alarm.
Sound the alarm. I really do think that a lot of times, you know, and that is why I do think that books and manga are kind of, you know, sometimes they feel like this like last bastion of you know, real and true storytelling. Because, you know, anything in the mainstream I think has to avoid certain things, especially if they are trying to appeal to a mass audience. So when it comes to villains and when it comes to antagonists, how do we feel about them doing truly horrible and terrible things? You know, in the case of someone else who's on my list, they committed terrible acts. But, you know, it just oftentimes feels like in the age of, you know, blockbuster superhero movies too, that a villain is just somebody who, you know, commands some sort of sky beam from you know, space and wants to destroy the world. But villains, I think, are a lot darker, and a lot like real villains are a lot darker, a lot sinister. Their motives and the things that they do to control, to hurt, to manipulate people. And that's in the case of Makima too. Like she takes advantage of somebody who has never really felt, I think, wanted, and makes him believe that he is wanted for who he is, but he's not wanted for who he is. He's wanted for what he has. And, it is what I do like in a story and in an antagonist as well, is when you can do that you can do that in terms of like talking about demons or devils, but also it is a very real thing that people really do. Instead of devils, it might be money, which is the devil. I don't know. I really liked her as an antagonist because she was so, human. And there are people, maybe not to that extreme, but there are people in this world like her that exist, I feel.
For sure.
But yeah, go ahead. Go off, Mehgan, a little bit more on Makima if you would like. Do you have anything else you would like to say about her?
Honestly, I mean, you pretty much wrapped it up. I really couldn't add anything more. I do like a good reveal of a villain, because you get to look back on all of their choices thus far and kind of, put together, if you haven't already, like the motivations for what she's actually been doing. And that's what I loved about Chainsaw Man 2. It was this whole thing of this is the main antagonist, obviously, but then it's even deeper than what you think, and you think that your main character is going to go after this person, but in fact it's all calculated, and there's so many strings, but that is one of the main reasons why I love the series so much, is because Makima just commands, and her kind of complicated relationship with Denji is shown in like Denji's kind of torn, I guess, a little bit, but then eventually kind of comes to terms with it if you've read it. But yeah, that you've pretty much said everything I could have said about her.
I mean, I am just, fascinated by this type of story, empathize with this character, with Denji, for sure. I mean, in that situation. And I think that is kind of what draws people to this story. I mean, another thing about Makima is, I think less in the case of Makima, but I think more generally speaking to antagonists is like there's moral gray areas, right? And not with Makima. What Makima does, especially to Denji, is just really hard to read and eventually to watch. But I mean, there is something about just making her and her actions, real. And villains have to be villains for a reason.
Yeah, that's what Zambi Dai said. Let villains be villains with clap emojis.
Let villains be villains. Okay. But yeah, and I think it is so funny to see the community just completely taken by Makima. Makima, that's so crazy too. I mean, this is the literal, spoiler alert for Chainsaw Man, we already said it. This is the literal control devil, and she's got control over the whole fandom. Okay?
She does.
Yeah.
You guys are just doing what she wants. You guys would be done for.
Yeah. You guys would be.
But I don't think they have an issue with that.
No, they want it. They want it. I need a wolf sound effect. Woo, woo. Yeah. But Fujimoto really killed it with Makima. And that's the thing too. A good villain will oftentimes an antagonist will oftentimes become just as much of a focal point as like the protagonist.
For sure.
There's a lot of stories where these, villains get lost, or it's like villain of the week kind of thing, or, but, Makima, she, I think, especially for this first part, was, I mean, it's, when people talk about it, they talk about mostly, I would say, Denji and Makima. I mean, then there's Power, and then there's, other Aki and other people, but, they're the two pillars.
I mean, Kobeni all day till the day I die. That's all I'll say.
Yo, and someone said, Monkey D. Luffy said there's a new Fujimoto one-shot coming out next week.
Yes.
And I'm excited for that.
I'm excited
Spy
for that.
Family's coming out tomorrow, I think, right? Or no?
No, Sunday.
Saturday. It's coming out Saturday, I think.
Saturday.
I'm pretty sure. And Love is War. Fujimoto's coming out with a new one shot. I mean, we're living in the prime timeline right now.
We're living in the good time.
But yeah, Fujimoto also said, I think you brought this to my attention, that he had said in an interview somewhere that it is hard for him to. I don't know if you recall necessarily or
I don't remember where I read it, but I read somewhere that Fujimoto kind of has a hard time like writing full stories. Like obviously, if it was me, like if I didn't have everything planned out, I would have to step away at some point. But he's kind of just doing what's making him happy, and I will wait as long as I have to for it, since we're getting an anime. Like everyone's like, we need part 2 of Chainsaw Man. I'm like, okay, just wait on it for a little bit.
Yeah, I can only imagine the pressure.
Yeah, of course. And if we want a good, I doubt it'll be anything bad, but if you guys want a good source, you guys want a good part 2, then you guys will just have to chill and wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, this man created something, and when you create something like that, I'm sure he obviously wants it to become successful or be a successful thing, or at least be a thing that people enjoy. But it became like a phenomenon before the anime even came out.
Yeah, I've never experienced.
I'd be
something
sitting
like
at
that.
home like, I didn't have a part 2 plan. I don't have
not
it.
yet.
I don't have it.
I don't have it yet.
I don't have it.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, and I think Zambidai says, I want quality over rushed garbage. Absolutely, 100%. And I think we've become a lot more accepting, as a society. Giving artists that time and that space to really create. Because
For sure.
we've become very familiar with rushed garbage. Okay, I can go to the movie theater right now and I'm just like, yeah, I'll. Do I want to see this rushed garbage or do I want to see this rushed garbage? Except for Sonic 2, which I will be seeing this weekend because that is true cinema. Sonic 2. I say
Couldn't
that
run fast enough to the movies.
Yeah, I say that half sarcastically and half
speed.
sincerely. Sonic speed. Yeah. Oh, I'm Knuckles, and I'm here for Sonic. Where's Sonic? Yeah, that's my Idris Elba as
It
Knuckles.
needs to be like lower though. Like, I'm here for Sonic. Where's Sonic?
That's great. Yeah. So Makima is coming in at number 2. Let's now move to number 1. So again, we're going to react to some of your favorite antagonists in the chat in a minute, but this is where we differ, right? We've agreed on Isabella and we've agreed on Makima, right? What are you reacting that way for? Why are you making that reaction, Mehgan? Because our number 1s are the same too? And why? You have to tell me. I can't.
I think they're the same.
Then why did you say they weren't?
The number 1?
Yeah.
I never said that.
Okay.
I
You're
never
lucky
said
that's
that.
a first
I never
stream.
said that. I never said that.
You're lucky that
But
there was a first stream and a second stream. Otherwise, I'd tell people to go back.
Okay. Well, I never said that. I do have honorable mentions, and I could change it up just for the hell of it. But
well, no, let's go
to make it interesting, because like we have the same list. We didn't even coordinate this.
Well, because I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted to be able to react to your.
I know, but how did we end up with the same list?
Because we read the same stuff and we talk about the same stuff and we have taste. Okay. So
Bad.
Let's go, and then we'll go honorable mentions too, because I have some honorable mentions down here as well, and I'm sure that our honorable mentions are going to be different.
Yes.
For me,
We'll see.
our honorable mentions are all the same too. For me, my number 1, and I'm curious to see if anybody wants to guess in the chat.
Yeah, guess.
This is
Guess
number
what
1.
the number 1
this is peak antagonist. This is peak villain. This is peak manga. Okay, it has to be Moses. You got it. Griffith. Griffith takes the cake. Number 1, absolutely. Someone said Dio.
Dio made an honorable mention for me.
Yeah. Dio made honorable mention.
Dio made honorable mention for me.
Dio made honorable mention for me too. What if our honorable
You scared me. Yeah. I want to replay that.
Dio made honorable mention for me.
What?
Dio is on my honorable mention list too. Yeah. Which one? This one? Okay.
Wait, who was your number 3?
My number 3 is Griff. Oh, no, my number 3 is Isabella. My number 2 is Makima. And my number 1 is Griffith. But I want to know your list, because your list is for sure got to be different. Yeah. Okay.
What if I told you?
I mean, you don't have to cry because our lists are the same.
I was making it dramatic.
Yeah, I know, but
God damn it, you ruined the scene.
I'm in the scene. You have to take what's given and you have to make it.
Okay, then I won't cry. I won't cry because our list is the same. So, Runip said Cody.
That's funny. That's very
No.
funny. That's very funny. He's number 5 on my list. Just kidding. But yeah, he's the antagonist of One Piece. Yeah, Griffith has to take the number 1 spot. Look.
Has to. I mean, come on.
Yeah, how can you?
Come on. Like, I can't.
Well, okay. Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first? What do you love about Griffith? You go or I go. Make the call.
I mean, are you kidding me? Everything, again, like I said, human nature, we've talked about this about Griffith before. He, did everything to sacrifice his dream. That was his, plan from the get-go, any way he could get it. Unfortunately, there was an opportunity that arose that he was able to get that dream, and he took full advantage and completely sold everyone out. I don't want to give too much away just because we can talk about spoilers.
Yeah,
I have to say it all. Say it all.
Spoilers for not. Yeah, I mean spoilers for
it's
Berserk.
kind of yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Okay, we got a controversial statement. This is what I like. This is what we live for. Griffith's kind of a whiny baby. LOL. You love to hate him. And that is
I
coming
don't love
from
to hate him. I hate him.
Jaquan Gold.
I get your point, Jaquan, but
you have to respectfully disagree, Mehgan?
I mean, he just ruined my man's life. Like, single-handedly, it was all looking up for him once in his life, and he single-handedly ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, again, and there is a pattern, and that's kind of what was interesting making this list, is because I do find that I like similar things in antagonists. And I think with Griffith, and it was also just like credit to Miura, R.I.P. rest in peace, the GOAT, the goatiest of goats. Mm-hmm. He just created such a beautiful work of art, and the fact that he portrays Guts as this like rugged, almost sort of like kind of in some panels, if you didn't know anything about Berserk, Guts would look like the villain sometimes. I mean, because he looks devilish sometimes. And just, his rage and his fury sometimes, make him look like the crazy one, especially, and this is what I think is so interesting about and so great about Berserk, is especially next to Griffith, who looks very regal and very put together and very, this man is coiffed. This man is suave. This man is charming.
Everyone loves him, even after everything that happened. He becomes once again, this man, the man of the hour type, and it's just saddening and disgusting.
Yeah, and again, if we're gonna let villains be villains, I mean, I think Miura kind of knocks it out of the park in the villain category. I mean, he has created a character who is, his actions are absolutely unforgivable. His actions are unbearable, and at times his actions are hard to look at.
I would say Charlotte's dad, the king, is one of the top villains. I don't know. He's a villain. He's just gross. He's gross, but he was responsible for the thing that happened to Griffith too. And that might have played a part into his downward spiral to where he went in that moment because of what happened to him.
You're saying wait. You're saying who's at fault here? No, I'm trying to follow, but you're again, and I respect your ambiguity for the sake of the stream, but you're talking about the king look, Griffith was going to do what Griffith was going to do no matter what. I mean, that's kind of, his character.
Yeah.
And someone said too, I think I'd like to kind of scroll up and see. Someone said that he's emotionally weak, but that's what makes him a great antagonist.
I think that was Alexander Arts. Yeah, he's emotionally weak. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about him. I mean, here is a man starved for power and is going to do anything to achieve his dream. I mean, nothing is going to get in this man's way. Again, similarly to, you look at a lot of shonen protagonists who say, like, I'm going to achieve my dream no matter what. Nothing's going to stop me. But it's how they, go on to try to achieve that dream. I mean, some people do it, with sheer willpower and a morally aligned compass. And Griffith's like, I don't give a shit about none of that. And again, this is the first time in a long time that I felt like I was, experiencing true villainous behavior. I mean, this person was, again, there is no distinction between like Femto and Griffith for me. They are just equally as horrible of people. I mean, to do what he did, I mean, it is an act. I mean, first of all, he did so many things. However, later in the story, this is again when I talk about like things that I like. Later in the story, he starts to do things that even as we were doing our read through, and that's what was so amazing about it. In the comments, we had a lot of people telling us like, yeah, later on in the story, Griffith creates this basically, safe place, not nirvana necessarily, but he creates this this place where people can exist and have, a peace of mind and live a comfortable life. However, that is a product of everything that Griffith has done. The outside world has become so dangerous and become full of monsters because of him. So, there are times, and again, when the masses are charmed by a villain too, and the villain is truly at times charming. And you see that Griffith also, I mean, that there was a couple times like in his past, literally, I mean, when, in the panels of him like stepping on all the corpses and stuff to achieve his dream. But I mean, the things that he also had to deal with, like with that other king or that other royal member. I mean, when this man was literally selling his body to this guy, like, you know what I mean? This guy, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so the deeper you go into the story, you almost, it sounds insane saying, but you almost, it is weird because there's times where you feel like, I mean, the world that is created is because of Griffith, but you are like, Griffith, it's complicated. He's bad. He's terribly, terribly unredeemable.
Yeah, this fool said, this fool should have said bros before dreams. He got it mixed up.
Yeah, you got it mixed up.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, kind of my feelings as I was reading, especially the last couple of arcs, was that, he had sort of created this utopia, I guess. But it was all for the sake of power and his kingdom and achieving whatever he wanted at any cost, and nobody would ever be safe.
I mean, you got, like you said, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, and he broke a lot of eggs, and there is one hard-boiled egg that got two hard-boiled eggs they got away, and are trying to get the omelet maker.
Yeah, that analogy really, I mean, you guys
got it. Yeah, you guys got it. Huh.
I want to go through the chat real quick because I am interested. Just because the dialogue around Griffith. I mean, apparently there are some people online. I mean, I haven't really seen too many of these people who are like, Griffith did nothing wrong.
That's a joke.
It has to be. It has to be. But let's go through the chat here. Would you consider the outcome of Griffith's Paradise to be similar to Death Note's outcome? I mean, that's the thing too, with light and everything. I do. I mean, I do believe. It's a tough question, just because I mean, can you really quantify? I guess these horrible actions. I mean, I think I mean, Light. Spoilers for Death Note. Light was creating this world in his image, and he thought he knew better than everybody else. And I guess you could say the same for Griffith, but I wouldn't compare the two. I guess I would almost and definitely have to say that Griffith's plan was far worse.
Far worse. Definitely. Band of the Hawk omelet was hitting.
Yeah. What an excellent analogy.
That'd be cool. Like have like a berserk themed like brunch cafe.
Okay, what kind of things are we selling?
Call it Band of the Hawk omelet. Casca chorizo.
Casca chorizo. Okay.
It just starts with a C.
Yeah.
Casca chorizo burrito. Let's say.
Yeah, because
Corcus.
Corcus lasagna.
No, it's a brunch cafe.
Oh, sorry.
Corcus on the cob.
Corcus on the cob. I love it.
I
just want to say too.
Mimosa.
Okay. Rumham is saying it hurts even more because of because for most of the Golden Age arc, most of us loved Griffith. And that's the thing. And okay, before Golden Age arc, and this is what I like, right? I like a complex, complicated conversation when we're talking about an antagonist. When you talk pre-eclipse Griffith, I mean, he was a good leader, and there were times where he felt like a compassionate leader. And there was that moment with the child and the toy on the battlefield.
Yeah, you felt for him.
There was that moment where he was almost saying, "I can't let these lives be lost for nothing." Like these.
He switched up, and that's what I said about him going through what he went through.
Eclipse burrito. Go ahead.
Going what he went through. Like you said he was always going to do what he's going to do, but honestly, I don't know how far or how close he would have gotten to doing that if he had not gone through what he had gone through the past, whatever. How long? 2 years, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know the exact amount of time.
I forget, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's a clear point in which Griffith walks down the wrong path
because he has nothing else.
But I would even argue that before that, that he was always capable of that.
Of course,
which I think
but maybe, who knows, if he didn't go through that, maybe he would have used his friends to help him, build that future.
But I don't know. I mean, how much are you going to blame your circumstances for your actions?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That what makes a good antagonist. I mean, it was he saw what he had to do in that moment because he felt so hopeless and he had nothing else.
Strawberry stuffed French toast with the brand on it.
Oh, it's like bleeding. That's cute.
Yeah, and that definitely comes from Mel 11X. And look, we got to open up this brunch cafe. That's all I'm hearing. I also do want to say too, because someone else mentioned it, and it's hard to keep going through the chat. But someone else said, like many religions, or some actual religions, Griffith is, and I want to hold this. Griffith is willing to sell his body and send guts as a blank to make sure he looks like a her. I'm going to have to decode that. Yeah, that's from Alexander Arts. So I'm going to have to decode that message.
Decode.
Yeah, he might be sending us a message. But yeah, someone basically said that, like some real world religions, I guess, Griffith is, it's the whole concept of like good and evil. And for good to exist, evil has to exist. If without evil, there, would be no good. Without good, there would be no evil. That may be sort of philosophical argument. And I'm no philosopher, okay? I only played with Plato, maybe ate it once or twice, but I am no Plato.
Oh, yeah, you definitely ate it.
But, I would say that, for some of these people, like Makima, right? Let's go back to Makima.
Mhm.
And, I do find these questions and conversations interesting. She wants to rid the world of suffering, right? But, there is that question. Sometimes it is adversity that brings out the best in people.
I agree.
Sometimes it is having to struggle that tying it right back to Berserk, and that was on purpose. Sometimes it is struggling that makes you realize what you're capable of, and work, and it's how you deal with it, right? And so I mean, on one hand,
Thank
adversity
you.
and sometimes evil, especially in fictional stories, is important, So if someone were to rid the world of suffering, I mean, what kind of world would that be?
Utopia.
A utopia. And you know what? Sometimes utopia sounds boring. Utopia sounds boring. So that's my little 2 cents right there. Griffith is a bad person.
He is bad.
But,
no, he is bad.
But there are, at least at certain points, I think, some sort of moral gray areas. Then there's a point where it's black and white, and there ain't no gray. But yeah, I mean, that's why I love him so much. That's why
I love him so much.
As an antagonist, as a villain in a story, as a fictional.
I'm just kidding. Alexander Arts re-commented what you had asked of. He decoded it for you.
Oh, he decoded it. Oh shoot, let's get on this. This might be classified information. Kumu's censored. Oh, gotcha. Assassin. He said that it was flagged. The word assassin.
Oh, okay.
Was flagged. Yeah. I mean, we're over here talking about fictional villains. I mean, maybe it was just maybe it's like an algorithm. Maybe the word assassin just.
Oh yeah, because it's just to protect people that are streaming and stuff.
Someone said, "What's that green message say?" What's that green message say?
All you want.
What
you doing, dude?
What you doing, dude? Hey, dude, what you doing? And what that thing doing? What that thing do?
Huh?
What that thing do? What?
Again, tell him to calm down. He's gonna get riled up again, and then we're gonna have to stop the stream.
I'm not
He's
gonna
gonna overheat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get riled up, dude. So basically, that is our top 3. We're not done yet. We got some other stuff that we want to explain a bit, dude. Oh, this is fun. Tricks all you want. What I guess I was inferring or implying, I guess, is when you say what you doing, I was like, what you doing? Kind of like Joey from Friends a little bit, like how you doing? But also like what that thing do, meaning like, meaning like, what are you about? I want to get to know you. It's me trying to get to know you. It's me trying to make friends. That's how I make friends. That's how I make friends. That's how I bond with people.
He says this in public. He goes up to people and asks people that. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's like, if you pulled out.
Don't talk to me again, and they walk away.
When I saw an air fryer for the first time,
don't talk to me, my son, again, and they walk away.
Okay. I thought it was magic when I first saw an air fryer, use an air fryer, and I was like, someone pulled one out the first time I'd ever seen it. I was like, what that thing do? Because I didn't know what it did. So over here freaking perfectly frying all kinds of things. But we got some honorable mentions.
Alexander Arts brings up a great point. I was disappointed with Moranjo and Daida as antagonists for Ranking of Kings, those last episodes. Shocker, we have not finished.
Yeah. So yeah, we have a couple episodes of Ranking of Kings. Trick said, "What the heck?" I love you, Tricks, and see, we're bonding. I feel closer to you. I feel connected to you. Yeah, we still have a couple episodes of Ranking of Kings left, and I expressed in some Patreon episodes that we did sort of my I don't know, my level of hype for Ranking of Kings. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but my hype kind of like definitely started to decrease as new episodes came out.
I agree. I totally agree. I don't know if it was just like a lull in the story, if we didn't see enough of Boji. Like, it was just kind of, because it was really like up, 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 up. And then we just started getting the same type of thing, kind of a lot of fake out deaths. Like, and nothing felt like there were stakes in it anymore. I remember the first couple episodes, it felt like there was a lot of stakes and a lot of things were happening that had consequences. But then it just became back and forth of, I don't know, just catering to the main characters and letting them do what they want. I don't know. That's kind of just how I felt.
Yeah, for me, I think Ranking of Kings could have definitely been a little shorter. I think there was a couple, fights that happened that just didn't need to happen, and you felt like they didn't need to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, at the end of it, someone would say like, oh yeah, we don't actually need to fight at all. We are on the same side, and we're gonna leave now. And it was just like, okay. I mean, it felt like there were 3 episodes building up to that. And then literally there was one point where a character goes like, okay, our bad. We're going to leave now. And it was just like, all right, I guess they're just marching right back out the door. But I do want to finish it because I did love it and I do give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm interested to see how it ends.
Same. Yeah. I mean, Alexander Arts didn't really, he said those last episodes, ... And I was like,
yeah, it makes me a little worried.
Scared.
Yeah, we don't actually need to fight. This is Alexander Arts again. Every villain in Ranking of Kings.
It really was.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
hi, James. Yeah,
hello,
it really
hello.
was like bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it was. It just seemed
I'm gonna
like...
fight you right now. Get ready. Oh, you don't want to fight actually, and you're actually here for a different reason, and you're this is what you're doing. Okay, then I'll just you're fine. You can go ahead, and I understand completely.
I mean, Boji is someone, who is it right here? Jaquan Gold. Boji, yeah, still best boy. Okay, yeah, but we should have known from a protagonist that his whole thing was that he had to find other ways around defeating his enemies because of his lack of strength. Wasn't, I mean, because they had so many. Look, I am holding out for Ranking of Kings. There's so many things that I like about it, so many things that I love about it. But again, there was just what felt like a slog in the middle. It was like, hard to kind of get through, because it just felt like nothing was happening. It felt like everything came to a screeching halt and nothing was progressing. And every time something felt like it was progressing, it just felt like it took 2 steps back all over again.
Yeah, it was getting pretty hard to watch, to be honest.
But there were so many things that I think they were doing, and especially with Boji's character and his fighting style, that I think could have actually been a lot more interesting. And I think maybe the series overall could have been more interesting if it was a couple episodes shorter. However, I can't really come to that conclusion until I finish the season.
Yeah, we have to finish it for sure.
Yeah, Alexander Art said he really wants to hear what we think once it's finished. Maybe we'll binge it soon because yeah. All right, we got some honorable mentions.
Truck-kun is the biggest antagonist in anime. How many people has this guy isekai'd? That's funny, Moses.
Oh, Truck-kun.
It's true. I'm just gonna list them off here. True. Jason.
Born.
Yakumo or Yakumo? I think I read it wrong. Omori from Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh. You said you were gonna list them off, and then you named one.
Do you know Jason?
From Tokyo Ghoul?
Did you watch Tokyo?
Uh-huh.
Did you watch Tokyo Ghoul?
I watched a handful of episodes. I didn't watch it in its entirety. My brother was a huge fan of it too, and even showed me a lot of things. And like any anime fan does, I feel like we've all been guilty of this before. We can't help but sometimes show people our favorite moments when they haven't even seen the anime.
What did you see?
I saw the scene. I don't know even when this happens, but I saw the scene with Kaneki in the chair.
Yeah, that's Jason.
Oh, that's Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. He was a scoundrel.
Yeah, he was not a good guy. I was not expecting really this at all, and then it kind of just happened, and I was like, holy crap. It was very visceral for me, and I won't give too much away, but that fool's mean, and he does wear Jason, like, ski type of hockey mask. That's what I call him, Jason. Yeah. Would not want to be stuck in a room with that guy. Dio Brando, like we said. Light Yagami, obviously. Merum from Hunter x Hunter. I had to put that on there. ruthless. Pito actually too.
You know what's
All
so funny
of them
is
are
I would consider.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean the Chimera Ant arc. Pito, I would consider maybe more. Meruem, as how you say it,
Yeah.
right? I think for me, I was never really a huge fan of the sort of I've been created to hate all of humanity and destroy all of humanity, but I've sort of grown a heart. But however, like he was like the best, I think, case of that.
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
Like,
I
he was done-
bawling my eyes out during those scenes.
Like his arc was, I think, handled really, really well.
Mhm.
His character arc, I really enjoyed a lot, and I was pretty emotional by the end of it too.
Mhm.
I mean, that scene with him and that girl playing that game, man. I mean, every time. I mean, even just thinking about it right now. Like I
sad.
sat. You ever watch something and you sit, like it ends and it's just a dark screen. You just sit in it and you just stare and you just look at yourself and you're just like, damn, I look sad. I look sad as fuck right now. You ever think that?
Yeah.
Is that your entire list of honorable mentions?
I liked the villain in Erased.
Ooh.
Just because that fool is like. Also, there's a lot of villains in Erased, actually, but I mean, child killer, not a good look for anyone.
You know what? Vermilion also said that Mewtwo from the Pokemon movie was a great antagonist, and I don't know if you're joking or not, but he actually was. Like, and I feel like you're being sincere. He actually was. I mean, that's again, kind of, a morally gray area, right? Like he was Mewtwo in the movie.
Vermilion said no joke.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, he was experimented on. I mean, he was, genetically basically created, didn't ask to be created. I mean, I guess none of us really do.
No. No, we don't.
But, he didn't ask to be experimented on. He didn't ask to be held captive. He didn't ask for any of this. So, of course, naturally, he's going to, over time, viewing people behind glass, he's going to grow to hate these people and want to enact revenge. And that's the thing about even his revenge. I mean, he was just trying to create, at the end of the movie, he just created his own little utopia. He just created his own little Falconia with all the Pokemon.
I never seen Pokemon.
He created
movie.
Pokemonia. He created Pokemonia.
I never saw it. I don't know.
You never saw the first Pokemon movie? No way. That's crazy. What a fantastic film. I mean, really and truly. There's one of my favorite things in the world. Well, first of all, I mean, I went to go see the original Pokemon movie in theaters. Thank you very much. I got a holographic Mew
That's
card.
not someone holographic, though.
Yeah.
Resale value is evil.
I got a holographic Mew. They gave away these little holographic Mew cards. It looked like it had all this like.
Do you still have it?
I do not. I do not have a lot of the cards that I used to have, and I
You
used to
sold
have.
them, huh?
I lost them. They were lost.
Really?
They were lost. Yeah, I don't know where they went. I mean, I've bounced around, and they've been lost,
Damn.
but not forgotten. Lost but not forgotten. The
Bummer,
Pokemon
huh?
cards. But yeah, man. I mean, and my favorite thing from the Pokemon
Hi,
movies.
Jocelyn.
Hello.
Hello.
My favorite thing is there's a clip on YouTube. I'm sure people have seen it. I think I showed you. There's like a scene in one of the movies where I think it's in Ash's head or something. I don't think it's actually like real, but like Pikachu's like, dying or whatever. And Ash is like, leaning over Pikachu. And he's like, Pikachu, I love you. And Pikachu's like, I love you too, Ash. And I think it was like in Ash's head. But there's a clip online of an audience reacting to that moment, and there's just a grown man in the back who's like, what the heck? When he hears Pikachu's voice for the first time? Like, this man's reality was shattered. His voice, I mean, this is a grown man. Like, he's probably, upper management, okay? And he's sitting at the Pokemon movie in theaters, and he's listening to Pikachu talking. He's like, what the heck? This is not okay.
Yeah, it's like, Pikachu, I love you. And Pikachu's like,
yeah.
I love you too.
And you
I
hear,
was like, oh.
I mean, it was like a meme. It was like, popcorn.
Someone said ruin the movie.
Yeah, it was like popcorn going up in the air. People were like, I want my money back. Pikachu. Pikachu does not talk. But I mean, it was crazy. I'm glad I didn't go to that one. However, I did go see a Naruto movie in theaters. One of the first, I think it was, what is it called? Clash of the Hidden Snow People or something like that. Sounds like what you'd call like a white person, snow people. But the movie cut out halfway through because nobody cared about anime movies back then. They're like, yeah, we'll just, these nerds will just sit there and,
There's like 12 people in the room.
Honestly, there was maybe 20. But I was so hyped, dude, and I was glad to be one of the 20. But the movie cut out and just people started singing the Pokemon theme song, like everybody in the theater. Like there was just one lone voice from the back of the theater. He's like, I want to be the very best. And then everybody was like, I know whatever was.
Why?
I mean, Mehgan, at that time, it's all we had. It's all we had at that time. That's all we had is each other. Then me and the 19 other people in that room. And then someone went, what the heck? In the back. Yeah.
And they went, Pikachu.
Yes, it was Cringe
Cringe
City,
City.
USA. It was. At the time, it was.
Dash
at the time, it
Bell
wasn't.
era, golden, LOL. You can go anywhere and sing Pokemon theme song. People will join. It's true.
Yeah.
It's universal.
It really is. And we got to do, if I don't know how Kumu handles like showing certain things. But, YouTube flags everything. But I think it'd be so funny to just go through some of those old, like, anime intros and kind of react to them. Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! One was in my memory, was kind of fire, dude.
I don't remember.
And the Digimon one, fire, dude. Oh, two things. We're going to get back to the protagonist, antagonist thing in a second. We're probably going to end around 11 our time. We're going to probably aim for that. We're going to stay on a little longer because of the technical difficulties. But someone said they'd love to see a One Piece villain list soon when we were more caught up.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would like to say, there's like Doflamingo. There's people who I think we have kind of met,
but we don't know.
But we don't know enough about them to throw them on a list.
Exactly what. But yeah, that'd be fun. Meruem, erased villain. I do also really like Akito from Fruits Basket.
Akito, yes.
They're really cool character, and just like the amount of like anguish and neediness from a villain or an antagonist is so, honestly, you feel bad for them, but you hate them. Like it's such an odd feeling. But I really do love Akito as a character, and had I known what happened, I don't even know how long it was ago that I watched the first season of Fruits Basket, and I kind of left off on that, and I didn't read the manga after the anime that I had watched was out, which is like the original one, and they rebooted it the 2019, and I was able to watch the whole story unfold, and I kind of really felt for the character and all of the character situations. It was a really cool wrap up on that character. For me.
For Akito.
Akito, yeah.
Yeah, Akito was crazy, man. I mean, people are sleeping on Fruits Basket, man. People see the art style. Maybe people think they know what it's about. But, in that last season, it really paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all these things were really tied up really, really well. Again, Mehgan, I don't want to... I'm looking right here at my honorable mention list, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers or anything, but, we got a lot of similar honorable mentions, too.
Really?
Yeah. The one thing that
my gosh.
The one thing that I will say is, and again...
they're going to be different.
Can I go off on a rant for a second? Just because, another person on my list, right? And this is going to be spoilers for the last season of Attack on Titan, I'll say. And again, it's not like necessarily plot specific. I mean, it is, I guess, but I feel like if you've been on the internet, then you kind of already know, especially because we're talking about antagonists. You can probably put two and two together. So, consider yourself warned. But, we'll talk about maybe Zeke first, as an antagonist. I think that he was, especially the more that we learned about him, I want an antagonist that I can sort of empathize with, and I found myself during Zeke's backstory told from his perspective instead of the other way around, I found myself being like, well, damn, yeah. I mean, he, I was able to connect and empathize with him a little bit more, and also like,
right, Ray,
and also, Aaron as well,
and
and like I said, potential spoilers. But what my rant is gonna be is anybody else pissed that the Attack on Titan anime, the final season, didn't end in part 2.
Yeah.
And that the day before or the day the last episode was going to air, they were like, part 3 coming out in 2023. Like, enough.
I don't know why they're dragging it on so long. I mean, yeah, they're milking it. It's too much. And I could see if it was literally like, I mean, a lot of cool things happened, yes. But also, it kind of was like lagging.
Well, dude, I'm going to say this, man. I mean, I don't know what manga readers don't like about the manga ending, or some of them don't. But I'll say, yeah, you're absolutely right. The second half of the finals, I mean, and I should have known something was awry because I'm sitting here watching the second, like the supposed final part of the final season. I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, do we have time for that? I mean, why are they doing this? Like, what is happening? Things things slowed down after a certain revelation. Things felt like, again, they came to a screeching halt. And then, I'm like, are you sure? I mean, Megan's telling me it's the last episode coming out. And I'm like, are you sure this is the last? I'm watching. I'm like, are you sure this is the last episode? Yeah. Sure enough, Crunchyroll puts out, them standing in freaking, like a giant footprint. Part 3. It's just like, I'm done. I'm done. And Mehgan said it too. Mehgan said when you saw the promotional art, your first thing that you said out loud was, I'm reading it. I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it.
Honestly, it's just waiting. And of course the animation's cool, and I do love the voice actors, of course, and I've watched up to this point, but I need to read it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they are milking it, and I just don't understand why. I mean, they had an opportunity here. Of course, they have a franchise that they're making money off of that works. Yeah, I guess from a business standpoint, I understand it. But it's like, Mappa, you got a lot of shit on your plate already, dude. You had the opportunity to get something off.
No, I know.
You're like, no, we want to do more of that. And at the same time, too, it is just like you had the opportunity to tighten this story, and that's it's like tarnishing this thing that was like everybody, everybody considered this to be like a great, universally loved sort of series that transcended the genre of just anime. I mean, so many people, everybody was aware of Attack on Titan. You had the opportunity to like tighten it up and to make the ending like really like an event and this awesome thing, and you're like, no, we're gonna drag it out, and then we're gonna and not tell anybody, and then bill it as the final season, and then you're like,
I don't know why. I don't know.
I could have sworn that I read something somewhere where they were like, the Attack on Titan finale will be split into 2 parts, and then you just they don't tell you anything. They don't tell you anything until the day that the last episode, or the day before the last episode comes out, and it's just like, why?
Josh, I think you will regret your words and deeds after you see what's next in AOT.
I'm just saying, dude. I mean,
it's just a frustration.
I'm frustrated. You know what it is, too, more than anything? Like, I wouldn't have necessarily minded if it was 3 parts. Don't call it the final season. Don't call it the final season. Call it, call what's coming out in 2023 the final season. Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying, or call it the final arc. Don't call it the final season, okay?
They just named the seasons and didn't give us a heads up. They just named the seasons wrong. That's what Uggs and Ars is saying.
They named the seasons wrong? They named the seasons wrong. I mean, I'm not saying Alexander Arch isn't right, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's a part 3. I don't care if it's a part 4. It's just like final, like, you know what I'm saying? I really do feel like we're going to be in 2030, and it's going to be like, did you guys see Attack on Titan, the final season, part 12? It really goes off. It really goes off.
Pops.
And yeah, that's the thing too. Like, and even if there was some sort of, I don't know. I mean, it takes forever to animate things. You're telling me there's no point that they could have been like, actually, I mean, maybe because they're trying to keep the hype for part 2.
For sure.
But there's no point that they could have said like, you know what, guys? Part 2's coming back, and part 3 is in the works, or something. Like, it just felt like they were kind of keeping it in their back pocket, and it didn't feel like a surprise. It felt like a lie. It felt like a lie.
You felt lied to.
I felt lied to. Too bad they split the arc again in the final arc. I mean, I can't.
More like final part 1, part 2, etc. Josh is fired up, just like the yo-yo topic. It's true.
Yeah.
But any other honorable mentions that I didn't already mention?
Okay, back on topic, back on track. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. I needed that. I think I needed.
I didn't mean it to be that cross.
I needed that because I was going off like the yo-yo thing.
No, because we did I guess line up.
Yeah, we did line up a lot, but there's one or two maybe that I don't think you had on your list.
Okay.
And mine is the one that I think you definitely did. Oh, that was kind of going into my Aaron and Zeke sort of thing. Which again I love and am a sucker for, and I feel like there's a lack of that. Not necessarily like that it doesn't exist or that there's not a lot of it, but I do like when a story. You think you're following the hero, but you're following the villain.
I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm not saying that it hasn't been done. It's been done, but I just feel like it's not as common as other things. And, and again, I am a big fan of Attack on Titan, especially just that shift of perspective. And I think that's also super important when you're talking about antagonists and villains and all these things. And it is just people's sometimes situation. And, you're looking at it from your side of the fence and you're looking at their actions as being these horrible things and monsters. And then you look at it from their side of your fence like, oh my God, we're the monsters.
Exactly. I do have an honorable mention. One more that is probably not on your list, but that you would agree with. It is, I'm not going to say who it is, but the antagonist or villain of Talentless Nana.
Oh, yeah, but that one, I don't think you can spoil.
I'm not going to spoil. If you haven't watched Talentless Nana yet, stop what you're doing and go watch it right now.
Is it on? It's on Crunchyroll or something like that?
I think it's on Crunchyroll. It's My Hero Academia meets Death Note meets Battle Royale. It's amazing. You won't regret it. If you look at the artwork, you might be turned off, but rest assured, the writing and the scenarios make up for it entirely.
Yeah.
It's a very good show. It
took me by surprise too, and something again that does a really bold thing in the first episode.
Yeah.
And really makes you question what the series is going to be going forward.
Moses said, gonna watch it tonight. It's real. I highly recommend it. It is such a great show.
And
overall.
And Mehgan has really kind of sold it perfectly.
It's called Talentless Nana. And don't look up, any spoilers because I would argue the first episode is what hooked me when I went in blind completely.
Go off.
It changes everything and it kind of sets up the show because I would say just finish the first episode. If you're not kind of interested or hooked by the first episode, then maybe it's not for you. But I kind of had an idea of what it was in the middle of the first episode, and it completely 180'd me. Like I like slice of life as much as the next guy, but it is way more than that. And the art style kind of throws you off. I would suggest the dub is really good. The sub is also really good, but it is a psychological murder. It's great.
Vermilion.
What?
We got to get to Vermilion. Just keep that comment in mind. Vermilion. Yeah.
Talentless Nana.
I 100% agree. Talentless Nana is something that I wanted to when I saw the art style. When Mehgan showed me, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna like this. But again, with the twist in the first episode, it hooked me, but it continued to hook me episode after episode after episode.
It's addicting. It's only 12, I think, episodes. You'll get through it fast. And I hope we get a second season. I think only the volumes are only translated in French. I don't think there's any English translation for the manga. So I would love to continue to watch it if they make a second season. It leaves on like a huge cliffhanger. And I'm just so unsatisfied with the ending just because there hasn't been anything that's come out yet about it.
Yeah, how do we feel about Josh's rants? Okay? Because I'm sick and tired of the French getting all these physical copies of stuff, and we're over here stuck in the before times, okay, and we're not getting physical releases.
I just think there's a lot of more like publishers. I don't know out there.
Well, come on, man. I mean,
they are getting everything though, like Tokyo Revengers. I mean, everyone got Tokyo Revengers, but we got Tokyo Revengers. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, we can't get anything. Like, we can't get. I look it up. You don't know how many times. I'm about to just learn French. Okay.
Before Japanese.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm so mad.
Crazy.
I'm so mad. I'm gonna learn French out of spite. Okay. Before Japanese. All right, because they seem to be getting everything. All right, and I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that. I mean, I better go to France. I better go and see freaking, anime, graphic tees, and I better see, posters. I mean, it better be freaking Akihabara, down there, because they seem to be getting everything. All right. And, where we reside, it seems like there's a want and a need.
That's what someone just said. I think Jaquan Gold said, for the popularity of manga and anime here, you'd think we get everything.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, you would think.
It's just unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe they're just holding it, against us.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's sad. It's sad and it's unfair.
Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but Toriku Su sent a love you. Thank you so much.
Oh, love you.
Thank you so much. Now, Vermilion asked a quick question. This is the portion of the live, towards the end. We fulfilled the promise of the Neverland of the thumbnail and the title, listing some of our antagonists, what we like in antagonists, what we like in villains, even giving you a quick honorary mention list. But
give me a little rant.
A couple rants. This is the point in the stream where we kind of talk about for the last couple minutes, maybe like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, but that was so fun. We talk about
that was very fun.
This is where we get laid back, and I last time I got laid back, I threw my cue card into Megan's eyeball.
Okay, don't do that again.
And this is where we get laid back. And this is where we just kind of talk a little more loose and a little more broad.
I can't wait for when we do protagonists, because I do have different views on that, and we'll get into that.
Kim Pachi from Bleach. Someone said smash or pass. Megan, we just read and recorded today our sneak entry.
Kim Pachi. Okay.
Let's go.
I would say smash.
You would say smash, Kim Pachi?
I would say smash. I would smash most of the captains from Bleach.
No, but it's so crazy. If you're a fan of Bleach and you watch our Dunkai episodes, we recorded one today. We took a little bit of a break, more than we would have wanted to, but we came back today and recorded our episode, which is going to come out next week. And Megan really, in the episode, took a strong liking to one of the captains.
Can you guess which one?
Yeah, a very strong liking.
Yeah, they're great. Lots of cool antagonists in Bleach Soul Society.
Yeah.
It went off. It went crazy. We just finished sneak entry, the whole arc, and we're going into rescue arc.
Yeah, we're going into the rescue arc next.
Someone said Aizen. I like Aizen. He's cute, but not Aizen.
It was not Aizen, and it was not Kim Pachi, even though she did say she would smash Kim Pachi.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do if I were to smash Kim Pachi. I'd probably take his eye patch.
Ring those bells.
Oh, ring those bells. I'd probably take his eye patch off. You know what I mean? Because you know how it's got the little mouths on the inside of it, and it's got the little.
What'd you just say?
You know how when he takes the eye patch off?
Okay, stop right there.
Okay, you're right.
You take it too far.
Okay, you're right. Anyway, Vermilion. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. Vermilion.
The evil Dr. Captain. Yes.
I apologize.
He's a doctor?
He's
guessing. No. The cherry blossom guy.
30-minute lunch break, Michaels.
Zampactio.
Yeah. I mean, we did a smash or pass kind of thing in our last video or stream that is being published to our YouTube channel tomorrow. No, Saturday. But we only got to do it for a little bit, and we wanted
literally
to
like 5 minutes.
But it was so fun. That 5 minutes was like the most fun I've had in 5 minutes in a long time.
I bet.
Okay. Bubble. Vermilion says.
Bubble. I want to watch it. It looks awesome. We should, watch it and then do an episode on it.
Why are you saying that?
What?
He's talking about the Bubble. He's talking about the Bubble movie, Megan.
Oh, I thought, no, there's a Bubble anime movie.
Hold on.
There's a Bubble anime movie. I know what he's talking about.
Hold on.
I can look it up.
Okay, Vermilion, are you talking about the
No.
Bubble anime movie?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, right?
I don't know. We'll see. We're waiting for him to come in right now.
I can guarantee it.
You can guarantee it. Come on, Vermilion. You're talking about the Bubble anime movie he is.
Yes, I told you. It looks beautiful. You've seen the trailer for it.
I have. It does look good.
Yeah, I'm very
It does
excited.
look actually really good.
I'm excited for Spy.
Bubble. I thought you were talking about that.
What are you talking about? There's a movie that is.
It's a
not
Judd Apatow.
already. No.
No. Hold on. Let me just say what I was talking about. I thought you were talking about the Judd Apatow comedy, The Bubble, which was probably one of the first times I've ever, not the first time, but in a long time, it was one of the first times I've shut a movie off halfway and said, like, I don't need to finish this. My life will not change. Nothing will change.
It's very bad.
I just immediately stopped halfway through. And that's what I thought you were talking about. It's also called The Bubble. Yeah.
Bubble is an anime movie. Wit Studio. It's on Netflix, I think, right now. Yeah, it looks really pretty. I want to watch it and talk about it.
Someone said, Jaquan Gold said it's called Bubble Up Like a Soda Pop. That's actually a different movie.
That's a different movie, and I did watch that movie. It made me cry.
Ascendance of a Bookworm, season 3 is what I'm looking forward to this season.
Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Ascendance of a Bookworm. I've heard of that series.
Oh, is
never
this the
seen
girl
it.
with the blue hair?
I think so.
It's like an isekai, huh?
A lot of people are excited for Shield Hero as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really excited.
I'm excited for Love is War. I'm
Super excited
for Spy. I'm excited for, I don't have my list in front of me.
And Alexander Arts is asking if there's more Vinland Saga this year. I don't know. I think there might be. Gintama, yes. I've definitely seen parts of Gintama a long time ago. I had a cousin who was obsessed, and again would just show me episodes every time I went over. And it was super hilarious. It's something that I've always been meaning to just watch all the way through. And
same. I've seen a lot of clips.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of episodes, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I'm mostly excited for the same thing.
Summertime Render, please be good. I hope Summertime Render is good. It looks awesome.
Yeah, and these are all coming out like soon. These are all coming out like this weekend, or at least, Love is War, Spy Family. I mean, it's going to be
a good amount of them.
It's going to be insane.
It's going to be litty.
And we're going to try to do a reaction. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it on Saturday, but I think in terms of like reacting to things, it's, only when something I think either a first episode, a trailer or something like that, like I said, Attack on Titan, I was just like, there's nothing to react to. And I refuse to sit in front of a camera and like force myself to react to, people just being people in war. But Spy Family, we want to do a reaction to the first episode and are going to be able to do it on Sunday. It's going to be coming out Sunday.
I know. I'm so excited.
Me too. I also want to talk briefly about, before we go, what time is it? We got a couple more minutes. New Comey?
Yeah.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Gotta finish it. I finished.
We finished Dress Up though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
Dress Up was crazy. I think it was the episode before the last episode. Crazy. And you even pointed it out during one of the episodes that like the animation does not have to be as good as it is for some of those scenes, but it is phenomenal.
Fluid. Even in the OP, there's like a moment of them like kind of walking away, and I kind of saw it then. And there's glimpses here and there, but there was a specific episode where I think they go to the beach.
Yes.
And it was phenomenal. I mean, like so good. And yeah, I'm excited for the second season. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, they really, really, really did such a good job animating that and really brought those characters to life. And I think that Gojo, I'm in love, dude. I'm in love. I mean, Marin's best girl.
Yeah. Gojo's awesome.
Marin's best girl for sure. I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, for a while, I know, when people talk about Love is War since it's coming back, a lot of people would say Chico, right? For me, it was Kaguya all day, every day. And then it was kind of Komi. And then I was like, okay, Komi, okay. And now it's Marin. Like, I don't know who can dethrone her at this point.
Anya.
Anya. Your. Yes. Thorn Princess. Yes. Man, that's going to be so awesome, dude. And it's like, it's
Witch
here.
Hat 2 is getting an anime.
Witch Hat got announced for an anime. Can you guys? That's so sick. I was so concerned and I was so worried about the art style being adapted into anime just because I do think the art style is so beautiful and it's so classic and it looks like it would be in an old leather-bound book, and it does look like it'd be in
old leather-bound book.
It does look like, yeah. It does look like something that was drawn, like someone in,
It's a piece of art.
It's a piece of art. And
it's beautiful.
It does look like someone in the Shire, drew it. Maybe Midland, maybe someone in Midland, they drew that. I mean, that's what it kind of looks like,
But it's
Beautiful.
not mid.
It's not mid, it's S tier. The 2 volumes that I've read are S tier. I need to read more. But yeah, Power, some people saying Power might dethrone.
I love Power, but Kobeni.
I think for me,
Quanxi.
Rize.
Oh yeah, Rize.
How
did I not see that one? Yeah.
You can never get, you can never not like a choker. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's true. It's classic. And classy.
Kuchi's bomb.
I want to talk too. I know we got some One Piece heads in here. I kind of mentioned it briefly in our One Piece episode that we recorded today. But I am so lit, you guys. I am so excited. Joker, you say? I am so excited for this One Piece card game that's coming out. And
Same.
I know there's only a couple people here right now. I think there's about
who are into
it. who are into it. But I don't want to exclude people who aren't, really into One Piece. But this, I have to talk about it.
I can't wait for all the Chopper cards.
Bro, okay, the Chopper cards. Okay, yes, the new video game too. Okay. Okay, I'm not really into cards, Alexander Arts. Okay, Alexander Arts, but you're an artist, dude. I mean, look at me. I'm getting up, dude. I can't. I'm so excited. Alexander Arts, you're an artist, dude. And there's the original art here.
So is it game night?
Yes. Okay,
David's at game night?
Yes. So the artwork is phenomenal for the art that they've released for the cards already. I know you're not a card guy, and that's fine. But these things I hate. One of the things I hate, another Josh rant. Here we go, another
shoot.
Josh rant. I hate as an avid.
I
should get. I should get. We're going to war. I used to have.
Yeah, I used to have the war music.
This is my new war music.
That
makes me feel good. That makes me feel good.
It does.
I am an avid card game, collector, TCG. That was my bread and butter. Okay. I mean, I was in it from the womb. I came out of the womb, with a freaking, Magic the Gathering deck. I came with I was,
Is that why they call you Magic?
Yeah. Well, no, but yes. I love it. And I hate when anime get TCG adaptations and they just screenshot actual images from the anime and then just like this is made in Photoshop in a lot of great things are made in Photoshop. I'm generalizing, I guess, but what I'm trying to say is it looks like it's made in it looks like it's just copy paste. Someone takes a screenshot of an anime and they just drag it over and they just plop it into this template, this card template, and it's cheap and it's low effort and I don't like it. Okay. I don't like it. These cards should be original art. Okay. I love when a series or when a company believes in a series enough to give and put original art on the cards because these are collector's items, dude. I played the Naruto card game. Okay. Yeah, I played it. Okay. I had a Akatsuki deck. I had a pretty fire, While the Akatsuki deck was my best one, but I did have a couple of ones too. My point, and I still have them upstairs too. Maybe one day I'll kind of go through all those cards too. I still have them; they're great, But my point is, one thing I hated is that they just screen, and they didn't even screenshot like good scenes. Either they screenshot random scenes, like bad, like poorly animated scenes. They just screenshot it, and they go like, "Oh, this card is the Naruto, stuck in a tree card, and you just have to, whatever." And then whatever. The game was actually fun, and there was original artwork for some of the cards, but I hate when they kind of phone it in like this.
Yeah.
The One Piece card game, you guys, is said to have all original art, and the art that I've seen for some of these cards, there's like a Zoro one that looks freaking insane, dude. There's 2 Luffy ones that look awesome. The starter decks have been revealed. You can get the Straw Hat starter deck. You can get the Worst Generation starter deck. You can get the 7 Warlords of the Sea starter deck. I mean, come on, dude. Game night, yes. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do.
I know. I just want all the chopper ones.
I know. And I
can't wait.
And it's Bandai. Bandai, the same company that released the Digimon TCG game. And go ahead.
Jaquan Gold said, "Do you actually know how to play any card game?"
As a kid, we made up the rules. Yeah. I mean, but 100%. We made that shit up when we were kids too. But I mean, at a certain point, like we for sure made up Pokemon rules for sure.
Yeah.
We were just like putting the evolutions on top of the other cards, like without any energy or without whatever. Like we were just whatever. But at a certain point, yeah. I mean, I learned how to play like so many card games: Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. I even tried to get into Vanguard, but never really got into the Naruto card game. I even tried to play like a Digimon game. I tried to play a Dragon Ball game.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get
we did Zatch too.
Oh, Zatch, yeah, the Zatch card game. There was an Avatar: The Last Airbender card game that I tried to learn how to play too. I just love it. I love it. Oh, and online, like I play. I haven't played in a while, but you did see me play the other day. I was playing Light Seekers, which is like a Hearthstone virtual Magic the Gathering kind of game. But yes. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that their comments are getting censored.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure what is censored, what's not.
But yeah. You want the chopper cards. I mean, people are thirst trapping over the Nami cards right now.
I'm thirst trapping over the chopper ones. I want all the chopper ones. I can't wait. I mean, obviously, I know there's not going to be a whole lot because we're only getting a couple decks.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait till they start producing more.
They have variations. That's what I'm saying.
I want the variations. Yeah.
And how do you feel about the new game? I think we should stream the new game.
There's a new mobile game too. I think that's out right now. I don't know the name of it, but the new game looks sick.
Yeah, the new game looks crazy, and I wanna stream that game. I want to stream the card game. The I think Odyssey, right, is the other game. And I mean, fuck it, I will stream the mobile game. I mean, I don't even know. I'm just. He's
hyped.
I'm hyped. What time is it? 11:02. Okay. Have you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel? Links in the app. Getting back into it. I haven't played the app game. Views. Oh, someone asked
views from the 6 deck.
Someone asked my Magic the Gathering preference. And I'm trying to scroll for that comment.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, it depends on what kind of deck you run. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't necessarily. I did like Island. I had an Island deck. And I did, I had like a blue. I did have like a blue. I love blue decks, but I would oftentimes, especially when I would be out, I would find myself going to like red because it's just like
When you would go out where?
Well, when I would not play for a while.
Oh.
But yeah, that's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just kicking it. We're just laid back. But. Yeah, anything else you want to say? I mean, thank you.
Thank you, Melfix, for staying. Or Mel11X for staying. I know it's late some places. We appreciate you guys staying in.
Yeah. The Necromancy deck, the art's fantastic in Magic the Gathering too. Okay, anything else you want to talk about?
Not necessarily. I mean, I can't wait for the protagonist stream. Sorry for all of the
reviews from the 6. Great. Sorry
for all of the technical difficulties. Hopefully next time the internet won't be so hodgepodge.
Yeah, Yeah. Curious, will there be a live read for manga? Will there be a live read for manga? I mean, in what sense? I guess there's a lot of because we did react to the Berserk chapter, the last chapter live, but we didn't read it live. We read the last chapter and then just did our live, discussion on it. Read it live on stream. That'd be wild. You know who you would love to see read is not me. You would love to see. First of all, if you watched a stream of me reading, it'd be a freaking 16-hour stream. I'm the slowest reader. I want to pay attention to every detail, and I want to hear every sound and smell every scent. But you know who you would love to see read? Like Mehgan. When I've been in the room or you've been reading or prepping for an episode, like your reactions are crazy. Like it's crazy. Note-taking stream. Yes.
Yeah, like a madman. There's a camera on the manga camera on my notebook, and I'm like,
yeah, she goes off, man. Like she is. I mean, and she'll just like, oh my god, and like sometimes like I'll have it like maybe I'll haven't read yet, and so the whole time I'm thinking like something freaking crazy is about to go off right now.
But it could be like Chopper.
Then it's just Chopper. Then it's just Chopper with cotton candy. And it's Chopper with cotton candy, and I thought someone freaking died. She's like,
I really did react that way. I was like dead.
Yeah, she's like, oh,
thank you for the hello.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. And I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? Chopper's what is Chopper doing? It's always Chopper.
Yeah, he's always just like walking around.
Mehgan is extra. Alexander Arts.
I can't help it. I try to tone it down, but I can't. It's genuinely.
Jaquan Gold, love your dynamic, personality and passion. Love the rants and puns. Y'all make everything fun. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I definitely don't react like that way.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. We might do it. I mean, we might. That'd be fun maybe to do. To just try. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm open to doing anything and trying anything. And I just been having like a lot of fun lately. I think that like sometimes, I mean, I don't know. It's just like sometimes whether it's like a point that you're at in a story or the stories that you happen to be reading at the time, like they sort of like re-energize. They re-energize you. And sometimes you might read a couple series where it's not hitting for you. And then you're just like, dang, I don't know. You're maybe just like, it puts you kind of in a different mood, but I just feel like things been hitting lately and I've just been really like having fun. Just reading what we've been reading and talking about it. And even the like Oshinoko that we did was so fun for me.
Yeah.
And it was such a great read. And, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that episode or got the chance to check that out yet. But
Thank you, David. Have a good night or morning. Thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, a lot of people are going to bed, and I think we should probably hit the hay too.
Live read with other YouTubers. Yeah, we could look into that. I've never really looked up like live YouTube read-alongs for manga especially.
Yeah, Mehgan. Don't dim your light. Let the reactions flow. Yeah. What was I gonna say right now? I was gonna say something about if you want a Kumu exclusive, I mean you're here, dude, and we gotta give the 19, 20, it fluctuates. Like my weight. We gotta give the people here a Kumu exclusive, and if you're watching this on YouTube later, then it won't be as exclusive. Ooh. But I don't even.
What is it?
The collab. We got another. We booked another collab.
Will this be posted though?
Well, I mean, this is gonna be posted, but P90X. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them who it is.
Oh, you're just gonna give them a hint?
Yeah, I've been struggling to give them a like, because again, like I don't want to give it away. I think the Murphy hint was pretty good.
We will be talking to someone on a collab.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is that a hint?
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, Monkey D. Luffy.
Imple down.
It will be Imple down. So Alexander Arts collab on what series? YouTube. It'll be a One Piece Imple down and it is going to be with another, I'll say One Piece. Can I say One Piece?
Yeah,
YouTuber?
One Piece YouTuber.
And I don't
for
even
sure.
think I don't want to put them in that box. They're not exclusively One Piece.
No, but they are well known in the One Piece community for sure.
Yes. Very excited.
Very excited. That episode we definitely have to be up on the energy. Up.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
And that's a hint. And I think we're gonna also have well known. Yeah, well, I would say well known. Yeah, I would say very, very well known in the One Piece community. And so yeah, I'm so stoked.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, dude. You know, we're gonna be doing so many cool things, and
you guys are on the pulse. I'm so flipping hype.
yeah, we were really hyped too, and this person got back to us.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get that fast of a response. I was like, oh my god, we got a response.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, and I'm excited, man. And I'm gonna go to I think I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble this weekend. I think I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble, and I think I'm gonna just pick up some manga. Sakamoto Days. You said that they have a physical copy now.
Yeah, I have to get Chainsaw Man 10.
I have to get the new Chainsaw Man. Yeah.
Morizom 100. I looked for Skip and Loafer. They had none. So I don't know who posted it on TikTok because it was sold out.
Yeah, dude. TikTok needs to stop ruining stuff.
I know. This channel deserves to blow up. Loving the collabs 2002 our year, baby. Woo! We're almost at 9K, you guys.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're 1,000 away.
Is your phone dead?
No.
You refresh it. I mean, we were so
What
close.
do you
We
need?
might be there. I mean, I don't know. What are we? Because what if we just hit it live?
8,976.
Wait.
Did we go down?
No. I mean, sometimes the app is weird like that.
Weren't we like 996?
No. We weren't that high.
Oh, we're so close though.
Yeah, we're so close.
When you guys catch up on One Piece, what do you think you'll do? Honestly, something that we enjoy and we have yet to read.
Yeah, I mean, look, we still have JoJo.
Yeah.
You know, there's another there's so much Urasawa I would love to complete.
I really want to finish 20th Century Boys. I mean, Pluto would be awesome to finish too. Either or, but like. Either or. I would love to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of Urasawa I would like to catch up on. There's a lot of, we're looking over here at the manga shelf. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble. Because this is what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like here's what I want to do. I want to do like a haul video. Like if we go to Barnes and Noble, right? I want to do like a haul video, or I want to do, because you know what else I want to get this weekend? I've been
scratching.
I need to scratch my figure itch too.
Me too. I would love to do an unboxing of a couple figures. We did a figure live, which was like awesome. Did not expect that response. It was so much fun. But yeah, like a figure unboxing, like a manga haul would be awesome to do. We are getting to the point like every day with our Patreon and members, like it is becoming insane how much you guys are supporting us. And we are. That would be such a great video to put out for you guys because, like, I love unboxing videos too.
Yeah, I mean, the Figure Live did great. I'd love to do that. Alexander Arts saying outside the studio stuff would be cool. You know, and shout out to everybody. But I do want to shout out Alexander Arts specifically, just, you know, for all the input and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he has, or you, Alexander Arts, have voiced concern in the Discord, or just, you know, have been cordial and polite and, you know, worried maybe that you were, I don't know, you were not wanting to come across too strong or anything. I want to let you know you're not coming off strong at all. It's very appreciated. And a lot of your, you know, sort of ideas and things, like everybody, like we have that section in our Discord for that. And
yeah, we really appreciate any and all like criticisms or critique ideas. Like we really do read everything you guys send us. It's not lost. I mean, we read every comment, we read every Discord, episode discussion, or in that section where it does say like, your ideas, like we do read all of that. Even if we don't all the time respond, we kind of talk with each other and go, oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? So we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. And, we've been implementing some stuff and trying some stuff. And yeah, I mean, thank all of you guys. Thank you, Alexander Arts, too, specifically
Yeah.
because I've seen a lot of things that he suggested recently. And, as far as I think we're concerned, they've all been pretty great ideas. Haul videos outside the studio. I mean, figure unboxing videos. I mean, let's freaking go. Let's go. All right. We should probably hit the hay. I am so bad at saying bye to you guys. I love you guys so much.
Love you guys. Another fun, great stream with you guys.
Another fun, great stream. As Mehgan said, we will be, ironing out the kinks again. I guess I really don't feel like this one was, it was really the laptop that was just seeming to have a hard time.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll get everything worked out and there won't be as much of a lag, and we'll maybe change some of the settings and stuff like that. I could change the stream settings and keep the output settings so that when we repost it, whatever. But anyway, thank you for just being here with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. Pro tag next week. And then we want to do maybe a mangaka video after that.
That would be fun.
And we love you guys.
Love you so much.
What was the Kumu? Thank Kumu for coming.
Thank Kumu for coming.
You want to do that? I like it.
I like it too.
Well, yeah, stay tuned. This coming up week, we have the Bleach episode coming out. We have the Done Piece episode coming out. And then the collab coming out. I mean, we got a lot of cool stuff that we're working on. So we love you. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, guys.
And until next time, thank Kumu for coming.